I've been married for more than 15 years.
Congratulations.
I have been in a side relationship that my husband recently found out about. How can I convince my husband to let me keep the side dude?
Well, first of all, he shouldn't. You need to change that convince word to manipulate.
Ooh.
We're not going to play those games right now. You took a vow. You took vows. You stood before God or whatever it is you believe in and said that you were going to love this man in sickness and through health.
Going on? Who the f knocking at the door, Grandma? Oh, that's your side again? Oh? What is going on? Again? Grandma?
Oh, shut up, Negro.
Well, hold up.
Come on in.
Come on in.
Look at old cool man Lou over there, boy. Don't you
Oh,
start
man. What is going on? Where Papa at?
like this one wanna whoop me.
Papa?
Yeah, I ain't sweating.
You ain't sweating? What's going on?
Ain't nothing, that's your boyfriend.
Huh?
I ain't got nothing to do with it.
You ain't got nothing to do with it no more?
No.
You gave up on it?
Yep.
Why you give up on it?
It ain't nothing. He's back. Oh, yeah? Yeah, but he's getting...
Hold up.
Listen to you, man. Come on now, man. Shit. Like this woman was knowing me and sneak. I mean, before you were born, sure was.
I'm trying to cover up now. Oh, look, he gave it a laugh. Now you know he...
Oh, listen to him, boy. He got the old video, boy. That's the old video.
But this just goes to show you, women always marry the man they don't want.
Tell us the truth!
All right, what's good, YouTube? It's your man, Book of AlphaRonomy, a.k.a. Dr. B.O.A. Yep, I got time today. Many men in this society have made the mistake of legally marrying Americanized women.
And if we gonna talk about it, we gonna talk about it for real, and we gonna be honest, right? There's a man out there right now that has called his wife's phone multiple times. She didn't answer. She gonna walk in the house in a couple of hours and say that her phone died. He gonna smell that man on his wife. But because he loves this woman, he don't want to leave her. He doesn't want to break up the home and the family that he's worked hard to build. He's not going to bring it up. He's gonna suffer in silence. It's a man right now looking at his 3 kids and seeing a noticeable difference between that baby and them 2 oldest.
I went to school, man, with had a partner back then, man. He ended up not being a partner, man. He tried to set me up to get robbed one time. He got with this girl, man, right after high school. First time they were together, man, he ain't strap up. She got pregnant. Baby looked just like him. He was dark skinned, she was dark skinned. Baby looked just like him. He was darker than her. She was about my color, he was darker. Pretty little girl, man, looked just like him. Looked just like him and his sister and his brother and his daddy and his mama. So they got married. She got pregnant again. The other baby, darker than me. The little baby, same color that girl on the screen. Now, you know, sometimes baby come out light. A year in, baby still light to the girl on the screen. Ain't getting no darker. Ain't got no dark ears or nothing. So he was at work one day and something just told him, come home. He went home, man. And you know how God work it out for you, man, when he trying to deliver you. When he walked up, he said, man, she was sitting by the window in the bedroom talking loud. You know, loud. I guess he probably never heard her talk that loud because that's how loud you talk when you're at home by yourself. And you ain't worrying about nobody being around. You just have a good time. Man, he said he heard her talking to the dude about the baby. Said he ain't even go in. He turned right around, man. He took his last money and went and filed for a divorce that same day. You understand me? So what she's saying, man, is very true.
But they all got his last name, and what he doesn't want to do is risk losing his other 2 children because he's asked about this baby, so he's gonna raise all them kids together. It's a man out there right now that has sacrificed his dreams, sold his motorcycle to buy her the brand new family car so she can ride nice. Whole time she is driving that really nice Suburban to her side dude's house. And he has now seen this car in an area it ain't supposed to be in, but because he is too embarrassed, because he doesn't want to deal with the humiliation, because he knows somewhere it's going to be turned around and twisted on him because you wasn't giving me enough attention at home. Even though this man had been working 12, 14-hour days to pay for that Suburban, he is just going to suffer in silence. He don't want the drama. Let's just be honest. Women cheat better than men do. So the reason why you don't see a lot of men having to suffer through the ridicule is because women don't get caught the same way that men get caught. And men have to deal with the public humiliation of, man, you wasn't handling business at home. So they would rather keep those secrets and those questions buried deep. And in my opinion, if you ever see a man out with his family and he just looks absolutely empty, it's because he knows he's not loved in that household. He knows that he is not appreciated. He knows his wife is cheating. He knows that baby ain't his, but he knows he can't leave. Because some kind of way, he's still going to be the bad guy, even though she was the one that stepped out.
And that's what we're looking at, dog. The women always like to blame men for everything they do. But let's listen to Kittie J. Rose, man. Absolutely cook this woman. She is more appealing as a married woman as far as listening to what she's saying and believing that she has the right to be saying it. You know what I'm saying? Like she has the wealth of information necessary to back her up because she's gone and did what she said and got her husband out of it. So let's listen to her, man, and we'll come back and chop it up on the real tip.
So I've been married for more than 15 years.
Congratulations.
I have been in a side relationship that my husband recently found out about. How can I convince my husband to let me keep the side dude?
Well, first of all, he shouldn't.
You need to change that convince word to manipulate.
Ooh.
We're not going to play those games right now. You took a vow. You took vows. You stood before God or whatever it is you believe in and said that you were going to love this man. It's sickness and through health, for rich and for poor. You said that you committed whenever you took that vow. You committed to be there even in the hard times, even in the times where you were not fully emotionally fulfilled. You still took on that position to say that I'm going to have those conversations. I'm going to communicate. I'm not going to breach the trust in this marriage. You lack marital integrity. And if you lack marital integrity, you lack integrity as a person as well. So my next point to make is the audacity must be on sale right now for you to be able to say, how can I convince my husband, a man at that, convince my husband to let me still have a side relationship as if I did not betray this man, as if I did not hurt this man, as if I did not dishonor this man, as if I did not disrespect this man, and you want to ask for something? You want to ask for what it seems like more of a favor because it's only going to work in your favor. It's nothing that is going to work for him. I don't like when we play these games like this. You entered into what you two believe was a monogamous agreement, and you made it a polyamorous thing.
Ooh.
You did.
Ooh.
Let me tell you something else that you did. Let's talk about the lack of responsibility. I'm going to tell you one more thing because I'm sure some other panelists have something to say. This is the problem that I have. Whenever you open up your marriage to something that somebody else did not consent to, if your side piece has depression or anxiety or anything like that, there's a spiritual exchange that takes place when you go sleep with somebody else.
Ooh. If you lack marital integrity, you lack integrity as a person as well. The majority of you men are being cheated on right now, and you think it's something you did every time your woman getting a different bag. And when she tell you, well, you go sleep on the sofa, you think you sleeping on the sofa, man, because you did something. You ain't sleeping on the sofa because you did something. You're sleeping on the sofa because she don't want you to smell the other man on her. You're sleeping on the sofa because she don't want you to try to be intimate with her so you can feel the difference in her grip, so you can feel the difference in her desire, so you can feel the difference in her energy. That's what she don't want. Y'all better start understanding when I tell y'all about that prism of the ism, man, I'm trying to give y'all the greatest game that anybody could ever give you in life. I'm trying to change your world when it comes to these girls that you have mistaken for being grown-ass women, dog. But let's listen to this woman right here, man. Here's another woman. She's going to tell you why you should be listening to women like Kittie J. Rose and not women like Sarah Fontenot.
What the hell wrong with y'all? How come every single time a woman comes and they say anything in defense of men, here come these dumb hoes? Oh, she's a pick-me. She's a pick. First of all, what is a pick-me? What even is that? That's somebody like, oh, pick me. Let me tell you something, baby. You better listen to somebody who getting picked. You better listen to somebody who getting chose. Y'all sitting up here taking relationship and love advice from somebody who can't get no man, can't keep no man, and damn sure can't get the type of man that you want. That's the problem. Y'all treat men like y'all treat boys. Y'all treat men like y'all treat these Y'all ain't never had no provider man that's gonna come through, take care of shit, and make sure everything get done. Because when you get one of them, you gonna want to treat him right. You gonna want him treat him a certain way. So if that's the type of man that you want, you better listen to somebody that get those type of men.
Who get those type of men. You see what I mean? Not who has that type of man, who gets those types of men.
And not yo single auntie Shirley who talk about Cause we talking about apples and oranges right now when we comparing these men. So yeah, you better be listening to somebody who get chose. Better be listening to somebody who get picked. Free game.
She started off just fine. But here's another woman who ain't got no man. So she not even cognizant of what she's saying. Here's a woman who's saying a provider man comes through, takes care of things, and makes sure everything all right. A provider man does not meet a woman and start paying her shit. That's not a provider man. That's a trick. That's why the women never choose that man. Every woman who ever talks about a man coming through, taking over her bills and paying her stuff, she's not with that man. She's had several of those men because those men are tricks. A woman can get that until that man find a new toy. Here's what women don't understand about tricks. Tricks don't become husbands. A trick will come through. He'll drop you a few G's, whatever. But after a while, even the trick realizes that once the novelty wears off, you're not worth it. Tricks pay for new coochie. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. They play for new kitty. They don't pay for old kitty. A simp husband, once you lock him in, yeah, you got him. He gonna pay for you forever. But a trick trying to pay for that new. Once he get old, he gone. Couple times, maybe about 6 months, he gone. So you got to find you another trick and another trick and another trick. But let's keep listening, and we're going to listen to the difference between her and Kittie J. Rose. A woman who doesn't have a husband versus a woman who does. Peep game.
I dated a married man for 25 years, and we was friends for the next 20. When I met him, he told me he loved his wife, and he loved me. And baby, he treated me like a goddess, motherfucker queen. And I didn't with his household. His wife didn't even know I exist. Trust me when I tell you so. And if any motherfucker would have told the fuck up my good shit, I just don't know what would have happened when I fucked them up. I don't know what God would have done with their motherfucking soul. It's all about respect.
That man that you have pushed to the side, who was really interested in you, to go chase after that man who just wants to, smack it up, flip it, rub it down. That man views you as what you are. Whatever you're hoping happens over there is not going to happen. You better hope you can get some money out of the situation, because it's not going to develop into anything else. Like this video on your way out if you enjoyed the content. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. When you subscribe, click that notification bell. Make sure your notifications are on so you can be alerted when I upload some more of this Prism of the Ism. And as always, Alpha's up, Beta's down. Peace.